Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Global Happenings today. Nigerians have been enveloped with so much electioneering politicking right now. But as we speak, it looks like the court case of Nnamdi Kanu, is being in the center of it all. And I'm afraid the way things are going, more things need to be done on behalf of Nnamdi Kanu, or else we are looking at an elongated stay that may not all go well, except of course we're looking at the political solution. But more issues are coming up that may not totally be in favor of Nnamdi Kanu. But before we go into the news proper, to find out how the dynamics are playing out, we'd like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, according to the news, a federal high court Abuja, as at on Friday dismissed the fundamental right enforcement suit filed by leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, against the Department of State Services. Well, according to Justice Taiwo, in a judgment dismissed the suit for lacking in merit and substance. It was gathered that Kanu, through his lawyer Maxwell Okpara, had in a fundamental right enforcement suit marked FHC/ABJ/CS/1585/2021 sued the Director General (DG) of DSS and the office as first and second respondent respectively. He also joined the Attorney General of the Federation (AGF) as third respondent in the suit dated and filed in December 13, 2021. What a long time, I must say. Kanu had alleged that his health was deteriorating in the DSS custody, while also alleging that the medical personnel assigned to attend to him by the DSS was unqualified, among others. But the DSS, through its counsel, Idowu Awo, disagreed with Okpara. He argued that Kanu's lawyer had not shown how the doctors attended to his clients were doing quack work. He further argued that merely stating that the medical doctors his office assigned to attend to Kanu were quacks did not amount to conflict, adding that Okpara had not shown any material evidence to prove that the listed medical practitioners were quacks. He prayed the court to discountenance the application. The AGF's lawyer Simon Enoch, or I take that again, the AGF's lawyer Simon Enoch also corroborated our submission, praying the court to reject Okpara's application. Delivering the judgment, Justice Taiwo held that Kanu had not provided sufficient evidence that his fundamental rights were infringed upon by the security outfit, as there is no proof of torture before the court. On Kanu's right to practice his religion, the judge said that while the applicant, that's Nnamdi Kanu, had the constitutional right to practice his religion in custody, he agreed with the position of the respondent, DSS, that a suspect in custody cannot be allowed to practice his religion in such a way that would disturb the peace of other suspects in custody. On the allegation that IPOB leader was receiving inadequate treatment from DSS doctors, whom he had referred to as quacks, Taiwo said that the applicant fails to lead evidence by calling a medical practitioner to convince the court that based on the medical report, the treatment given to Kanu is adequate or inadequate. Consequently, the judge dismissed the suit for lacking in merit and in substance. Reacting shortly after the ruling, Okpara in a chat said the judgment would be appealed against at the Court of Appeal. He said the motion he filed praying the court for the DG of DSS and Kanu to give oral evidence in court to ascertain the fact of the matter was also rejected by the judge. The report has that Justice Taiwo had on March 16 dismissed the motion filed by Okpara, asking the court to summon DG of DSS and Kanu to give evidence. Taiwo in his ruling held that fundamental right cases are species cases, that are sui generis, which mode of commencement are affidavit evidence as prescribed under Order 2, Rule 2 of the Fundamental Human Rights for Enforcement Procedure Rules 2009. Justice Taiwo said that though there were various modes of commencement of action, including fundamental right cases, he said Kanu, who happened to be the applicant, chose to commence his under the Fundamental Right Enforcement Procedure Rules that stipulate affidavit evidence. He ruled that after carefully perusing all the affidavits of the applicant and the respondent before him, he was of the view that there was no irreconcilable conflict in the affidavit. The judge therefore declined to grant Kanu's application and was accordingly dismissed. But if you ask me, I think based on what I've heard or based on what Justice Taiwo have said, he said based on the mode of application that was affidavit based kind of procedure, which means the kind of suit and the procedure he went for was the one that requires them to keep giving affidavits, not necessarily word of mouth. But the young lawyer, Okpara, was saying that he actually prayed the court that they should allow Nnamdi Kanu and Digi to give oral evidence, oral interview evidence on the matter. But the judge is saying the suit filed and the mode of it, how it was being done in court of law is that it's always affidavit based evidence. So there's no way he will go through that. So even if he's going to go for appeal, as he's already out saying that he's going to appeal this case and all that, he should actually look at also changing the mode so that he can at least have oral evidence based kind of suits of lawsuits, so that when it is time he will be allowed. Okay, he'll be allowed to, but some persons are saying that there's more to it than meets the eyes. But just good so that whatever it is that was wrong in the first case, he will not repeat it again, so it will not be dismissed arbitrarily. Although I do know that in this case there's more to it. But then it has been done. He's insisting that he will not let it go. He will definitely do the needful. Let's feel the pulse of Nigerians very quickly. This one here say, long live Nnamdi Kanu, hero, Nnamdi Hero Kanu. Okay. Another person here say, Nnamdi Kanu will likely give Kanu amnesty. Okay. Mazi Tinubu. Who's Mazi Tinubu? This one here say, free Ohamadike. Another person here is saying, this one will die in prison. Why would you say such? What do you mean by this one will die in prison? Did the others die in prison? Boko Haram that is working freely without anybody indicting them or even bringing them to justice. Are they not free Nigerians, even though they ought to be behind bars? Whenever we want to talk, let's just talk a bit more conscientious or more matured. Okay, this one here is saying if they have nothing against this man, they should free him now. It's really sad, though. Some people who have done something very, very heinous are working very freely in this country. It's sad, honestly. But let's feel the pulse of Nigerians. Let's meet in